do you want to do like a small introduction as a start before we talk about stuff?
About who I am?
Sure.
Okay. Hi guys, I am ChonkyLotus. I'm a potato. Thank you. No, okay, so I am. Yeah, it's just a silly stuff, right? I have been making content for around 3.5 years or something. I am a Dragon Cat VTuber. I am a trans woman. I like comfy vibes. I like silly things. I like pop sounds. I also love challenging myself with extreme hardcore challenges that will make people want to rip their hair off, such as Elden Ring level 1 or Hollow Knight 100%, no damage bosses. You know, I like being a gamer and I like being comfy. It's like the extreme opposites. And like Nyara, I don't really like too much of drama content because I don't really have much time to be online. So when I think I'm like the Internet Explorer of the year 2005, like, you know, everyone already knew something and I'm already figuring out months later after it just happened. So I will be the worst. I would be the worst at reporting news. I will be the worst at following up and stuff because I have no power of knowing what's going on. I'm so disconnected a lot of the times from the internet. So
honestly, I envy that. I wish I could just like turn it off, but for me, like drama and so on, it's like a lot of like escapism.
Really? I find it very peculiar that you say that because usually drama is what people tend to want to run away. Like you don't escape from you run into drama. You go the other way.
I don't know. I just like causing like discord and being involved because it's very you get like an incredible like dopamine rush if you get into like drama stuff.
Interesting that you say that. Guys, have you ever seen those movies in which there is like a zombie apocalypse and they show the highway of the city and you see all these cars coming out and there is only that one car going towards the city? That is Nyara. Everyone is running away from drama and Nyara is the only person that likes to go there. Like, it makes no sense what you're saying, but I kind of guess I understand. You know? That's literally you right now. Like, why will you go towards drama? A lot of people lose their mind and marbles and their sanity because of it.
The thing is, like, for me, like, back in the day when I was, like, starting to, like, figure myself out, like, I always got into, like, a lot of, like, confrontations for who I am, so I'm kind of used to just, like, having to, you know, justify my existence and like fight with bigots and so on. And
do you feel like
I dove into it?
Go ahead. Do you think that what you're doing in terms of engagement for these sort of things that you're describing make a positive impact in people's life more than so hurting your own sanity in the process? Like, is the outcome positive?
It's a mix of things.
Oh no. Oh no. That's not a response I was looking for. Yana, do you have a therapist, right? You paid your therapist.
I got chat. I typically went to chat. But yeah, chat like, I don't know. It's just like, I get a lot of positive feedback, but it also comes at the expense of my sanity. And it's like, is it worth it? Probably not. Is it something that I will keep on doing? Probably, yeah. Because I'm like genuinely like addicted to like the hatred.
You're addicted to this, huh?
Yeah, it's bad.
Well, it's an interesting thing, I guess. You know, the interview is supposed to be about me because you're inviting me, but I can also like reverse the card and talk to you. I can put you on the spotlight. Like, you know, I admire the fact that you have the bravery to speak out because it inspires people to feel like, holy shit, you know, there is a valid point being made against ending waves of hatred towards trans people lately. There's this person like standing up and, you know, shouting out their voice, like, that's nice. But at the same time, I can imagine that you must receive quite a lot of unpleasant messages, comments on your content, even trolls every now and then. which I understand and I can relate because, you know, just for existing as a VTuber, you often get hated on than just for being trans and openly. For example, you see my hairpin, right? It's like I have had this since the beginning of my first model. So people sometimes see that and they'll be like, "What is that in your head?" It's a Santa Claus hat. No, what is that? The other thing? Oh, it's a hairpin. What is it supposed to mean? It means transgender. And you know, they ask the most obvious questions, trying to get me into saying something. And they'd be like, "Oh, I didn't know that." But it's interesting because when you reply to these people, sometimes they be like, "What is that?" And I'm like, "It means I'm trans." And sometimes the response is, "Oh, okay, well, I still love you anyways." But then you get your occasional hater and your occasional troll saying, "Oh, you have that thing. Sorry, I'm unfollowing you because I don't want to see that." I'm like, "Fuck you!" Like, you make no difference in my life whatsoever. You know, it's like it doesn't really bother me.
Yeah.
You get used to those comments. Now I can try to multiply that by 1,000. I'm assuming that's your inbox or comment section sometimes. And I wonder, are you really, really, really okay? Do you really feel fine doing? Because you said you're addicted to drama, and that is.
Yeah,
Are you a masochist?
Yeah, kinda. The thing is, like, it does burn you out. It definitely does. I've always been, like, under the impression that, like, I don't like it how a lot of, like, the people who are spreading transphobia and misinformation and so on do it uncontested. And I totally understand why people want to, like, have their own small little bubble. Like, I used to have that too. Like, I used to create content, just, like, sharing my experience and so on. Every now and then talking about, like, what was going on. But then I got, like, attacked for, Nyara's never leaving children alone and spreading, like, gender ideology and so on. And I got, like, involved in this drama. And, like, at the start of the year, it kind of, like, it devolved into just a main focal point for me. And it is exhausting. I had numerous breakdowns on my stream, actually. But
I have been seeing on YouTube, like I showed you yesterday. I would just open my For You on YouTube, and there were some YouTubers talking about you, but in a positive way.
Yeah.
And this makes me happy. It makes me happy because, you know, people are being, you know what, this VTuber makes fair points, and they're standing up to the people that don't really seem the nicest. So good on you. You know, like, this is their platform. Like, some of them giving you shout outs is really kind of them as well. So there is, like, a lot of people that want to see you succeed, but I'm assuming as well there is a lot of people that also want to see you fail.
Oh, definitely.
You know, Nyara, I think as long as you don't run out of motivation, you're gonna triumph.
I do it out of spite at this point.
That is the worst.
It's a good motivator. Trust me.
You are the antithesis of a lot of things that I advise my chat. But I'm not saying that, like, in a way to make you feel bad. Like, I tell my chat, guys, if you're gonna be motivated about something, let that motivation come from happiness and love, not hatred. Because yes, hatred is like a strong emotion, and it can make you do things. It will get you moving really quickly, but it's also gonna fade fast when you start feeling less hateful. So then your motivation can also dwindle. So you know,
I mean, I get a lot of support.
I'm not backseating your life, right? Don't take it that way, please.
I think
I'm just concerned.
I think despite always being, like, involved in drama and whatnot, I still have, like, a very good community and a very, like, wholesome and supportive community. That is not, you know, always. The thing is, like, when it comes to YouTube content, I do have, like, the problem that anytime I upload a video that is non-drama related,
it goes to hell and views.
Yeah, kind of. So there's, like, a lot of people who just, like, want this type of content from me, like me calling out another VTuber for their transphobia, and like, I don't want to do that. It kind of sucks.
Make a new channel. Leave the one you have for your drama content and make a side hustle for your hobbies that are drama-free related. So that way you don't hurt your your algorithm on the main one, and you just have fun creating like an outlet or escapism, you know. So you don't like, because I understand what you're saying. Once you're known on YouTube, when your subscribers are there for your one type of content, they want more of it, and when you try to get out of it, they punish you by not watching anything you do. It's really harsh. Yeah. So making a new channel can help a lot. Maybe you can discover new things as well instead of just doing one little thing.
I think I wanna, like, in general, like with the talks and so on, like it's not in of itself like meant as like an interview. It's just like to have like some like a different perspective and talk with like other trans creators and so on to get like a better perspective. I think that is like something that I definitely want to like explore in the next year, because it's a lot of fun actually to just, you know, have like a weekly thing and talk about these things instead of like always having like the negative and like seeing what is like happening in the world. But like, oh, there are still trans people out there. We are still vocal. We are still being visible, and we're still, you know, sharing our experiences, like having the struggles, but also being like there for each other, having like the community. And I think that is like something that you are pretty good at, because you have like a comfort, like a comfy space, and have like a lot of like wholesome community. Like
if I were to say something, since the very beginning of my career, I had a hard rule on my streams never to bring up politics, drama, or religion, because usually those are the main topics that once discussed on a family table, usually it get, you know, everyone start hating on each other despite being there for like a fun time. So you can only multiply that when you have like a community watching you. And I'm like,
I had these rules too.
I understood that, but that doesn't mean that I am not doing a form of activism in the way that I exist. Like everything we do in a way is political, we like it or not. Sometimes you just have a hard time understanding that. But for example, me having a conversation with my chat, giving them comfort after the long days of work, making them laugh, giving them silly adventures, and also sometimes reassuring them that they're valid, is also a form of activism, because I'm telling them, hey, you know what? You don't have to give in the hate. You don't have to give up just because the world is shit right now. I believe in you. You can be emotional support, potato.
And I think that's like incredibly important.
It's not as direct as what you do, in which you're basically like the DPS in the battle. You're like ramming against the boss fight, while there is me in the background just casting some healing and support spells for extra defense and regenerate. You know.
Yeah.
But it's a form of cooperation that is still important and given, because people sometimes just battle every single hour of their life, and sometimes they just need a little bit of an outlet to. Oh, here I can regenerate and I'm strong enough and I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna keep fighting, kind of thing, you know?
Exactly.
There is a role for everybody to do good in this world, and different approaches. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, exactly.
I appreciate what you do a lot. I'm just scared that maybe you're reaching a point in which your sanity is no longer sanity. You're just existing
I'm too far gone. Don't worry about me.
No, don't say that. Your sanity is also important. But I think you have to give up a lot of your normal, quote-unquote, sanity methods of existing if you want to coexist when there is a lot of haters, especially being directed towards you because you're one of the most prominent VTubers speaking up against people that have, you know, weird opinions. They don't listen. They're not empathic. I hate it when people talk about common sense, quote unquote, trying to defend their idiocy. It's like, it's not common sense, but saying that something is common sense is one easy way to get somebody to side with you, because everyone wants to have common sense. No one wants to be crazy.
It's the same with like using the Bible or something, or like the knowledge, like the incomplete knowledge from like, oh, it's just basic biology, right? But then like, let's talk about advanced biology.
Yeah, 101 biology. Why don't we get into the next step? It's a little complex to try to rationalize with people. I was watching your stream 1 hour ago before you got me here, and I feel like we live in different worlds with certain people. I feel like
Oh yeah.
it's almost at this point in time impossible to try to change somebody's mind. I feel like at the point in which we live, we kind of just have to protect the right type of people that are into, empathy, compassion, and also have an open mind. Because trying to change people's mind nowadays through debates is almost impossible. People are just clip farming you. They don't even want to change their mind when they say debate me. They just,
I think that
it's such a waste of time.
I think what is like incredibly frustrating is that there's no amount of like good arguments and like good reasoning and whatnot that can convince people that are like too far gone.
The only thing that can change people's mind is that they have to go through the experience themselves.
Yeah.
But up until they end up putting somebody else's shoes, they will never truly comprehend, oh, so this is what it feels like. So that is why people do this. So I can see now why this happens. But up until you do that, you will always think of yourself as right and the other side wrong. But then once you change, you kind of like change that perspective a lot as well.
What I find frustrating when it comes to people, like even trans people who have like a lot of like internalized transphobia and they repeat a lot of like the conspiracy theories and whatnot. Like I obviously talk a lot when it comes to Twitter and so on about how I was a trans kid and I wasn't groomed into this, and I would have liked to have proper education, healthcare, and so on. And there are other trans people who are like, oh, you are making the trans community look bad. And this, to me, like, it hurts more. Like, it hurts way more than having, like, someone like some right-winger. Someone who's, like, obsessed with trans people, who's transphobic. Say these things.
When someone tells you that, I think what happened is that they like to be under the radar, because you're like, when I say you're brave, that you can endure the amount of hate that some people give you online. I'm pretty sure that's your case, and it's very exceptional. But not everyone, I think, can handle it. So what I'm assuming is happening is that when someone tells you, don't say that because you're making us look bad, what they in reality are trying to say it, hiding their true words, is, hey, let's not say this because if we do this, even though you're right or partially right, they're gonna come after us. So let's be quiet so at least I can exist at peace. I feel like that is what is happening with them, rather than them disagreeing. I feel like internally they want that to be a thing, but then they don't want to be targets themselves, so they're afraid. They're afraid. So it's what happens.
They concede to these talking points to not endure like the abuse that I have to like deal with, kind of. And
maybe they test a little bit of it and they don't want anymore. They're not strong enough right now, so they just want to be quiet. But that's still not what needs to be done, because it needs to be visible, it needs to be said. It's not easy. People often don't have the strength to endure this, so they don't want to see him.
Every now and then, like, a lot of it is basically like, oh, you just want to like blend in society. Nobody should know that you're trans. Like, if you are fortunate enough to transition and you pass and you look like a cis woman, then you can exist. Then you can like go out and do all these things. But then also, when it comes to dating and so on, you shouldn't do these things, because then you are being visible. When it comes to like on Twitter, when there are trans women, they post like an image of themselves, and then it's like, oh, I'm going to a Tinder date and I haven't told him that I'm trans yet. And then you see like thousands of comments and being like, oh, you're a rapist if you don't tell anyone. Like, if a man kisses a trans woman and he doesn't know that she's trans, then that is like sexual assault and something like this. And then you also have like a lot of trans people who see like the abuse that they endure and like the pushback, and it's like, oh, if this trans woman didn't post this image, then people wouldn't be transphobic. Which is obviously not true. It's just like, you know, awful people jumping on these things and like, harassing trans people because they don't want to exist.
No, I think I understand what you're saying. In my case, I gave up on like this is gonna sound so gloomy, but it's not like, don't take it that way, right? But I just don't care much about dating, so I kind of like don't see that as a problem for myself because I just focus on my job and my work, which is content.
That's so sad.
So, I know it sounds fucking gloomy, but I am happy. I do this because I like it. I'm like a very introverted person, and I am having the best time of my life working here because I'm like doing exactly what I meant to do. But yeah, I mean, to me, dating is like, hey, do you like what I do? Do you like my personality? Do you want to hang around? And then maybe you want to be something else? Sure, then let's, I don't know, spend time together. But just know that I devote myself to my work kind of thing, you know? So everything else is second plane. It's kind of harsh.
I feel
very
like
personal topic too.
I feel like a lot of straight guys would be fine dating trans girls, but the other pushback from other like quote unquote straight guys is too much for them. Like they feel ashamed when like other like their friends see that they are dating a trans girl because then they're being called gay and ridiculed and so on.
Yeah, I once watched a documentary that explained this sort of mindset. Not even with trans women, also with certain, with just regular women that, for example, can have an attractive or be appealing to these men. But for example, when they were doing this experiment, right, with a group of men that were sitting down on chairs, and then there was this woman that walks in and she starts talking about herself and her passion, and she sounds so freaking happy. And like she's going to art, music, and then even the men that were showing interest at first somewhat didn't reach out to a possibility of dating her just because the other group of men were like sort of laughing at her passion and dreams. It's a mentality. Is what you're saying is the same. There's the individual person is much nicer without the group pressure. That's exactly what you're trying to say, right?
So the concept is called homosociality. That like a lot of like men fall into is that they are trying to be appealing to other men. When it comes
validation.
to when it comes to acting misogynistic, right? Like if a group of guys is being misogynistic, they are more likely to join into instead of like standing up against them. And
it's so weird. It's so weird that anyone will fall for such a weird thing. Like, why ruin your chances of, I don't know, dating someone that is super interesting just because you want the people behind you to head pat you or give you pats on the back saying, you did the right thing, bro. Like, I'm sorry. Like, you know, even though you are interested, like, you don't do that. You're denying your own happiness for the social approval. I think that's freaking weird.
Yeah. I mean,
that's so weird.
It's just crazy. Like a lot of when it comes to like incels and like the red pill, like the manosphere, like all these dating coach alpha men, and they're shaming guys who are just interested in, you know, in women. Basically, women have to look like this. Women have to. When it comes to gamers freaking out anytime there's like a woman that doesn't appeal to their preferences, that doesn't look like a sex doll and whatnot, and then they're like whining about it and shaming people who are, you know, who like how the character looks like and so on. It's crazy.
Yeah. I honestly think when you say gamers, do you mean every single gamer out there?
No, like the anti-woke gamer guys who are like on Twitter and like crying anytime there's like a female character in a video game that is not appealing to them.
You wanna hear which is the most amazing example of a wonderful, well-written female character that is strongest than the main protagonist? You know, the legend of the Avatar, the legend of Aang. You know, Top, the blind girl that does earthbending. How she nowadays will be considered like super woke because she is a woman, or she's a girl that's blind and is the strongest that most guys and is humiliating every single macho alpha airbender. It's like super nice. You should watch that if you haven't. Yeah,
I haven't. No.
No, you should definitely take a look. It's a nice study as well for what is character development. You know, it's like really good to look at because a lot of people don't point that out. Like, hey, did you watch this anime before? This cartoon? Yeah, this character is really freaking woke. You just are not aware of it.
I feel like a lot of men are really insecure about like their masculinity and so on, and when they see women be better at something that they are, they get like really insecure.
I see a comment in chat from Martin saying that when you are already outside of the box, you don't seek people's validation. Yes, Martin, but I think in order to get there, you have to do a lot of either self-analysis, introspection, or deconstructing from what you have normally been taught when you grow up. Like a lot of people tell you, you should do this because you want to fit in, you should never be different because that's weird, because people are going to bully you if you're weird or different. Turns out being weird and different is one of the most amazing things you can do for yourself. It's the most liberating aspects of life.
When I was younger, I always had like, oh, you're like a girl. Oh, why are you acting like this and whatnot. I always had this. I always had like the...
I think, you know, I had an experience with my parents. I remember like years ago, they were way more... They were somewhat, not really conservative, but they were like not too much into being open-minded. Now, luckily, they both improve a lot. They changed their mentality through the years. And I remember telling them one day, like I would just sit down with them and I told them, hey, mom, hey, dad, I'm trans. and they were like, you know, the initial reaction was like, do you want to go talk to a therapy? Are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm okay. And they told me, well, thank you for telling us, but we need time. And I thought I was just living my own life. I didn't really do anything bad about it. They just need time. You know, a year and a half later, out of nowhere, they walk in my room when I was still living with them. And then they sit on a table and they be like, you know what? We accept you. It took them a year and a half.
That is crazy.
It
was so wild, though. What the fuck do you mean?
I was like, wait, what? Wait, what do you mean? Yeah, no, we accept you the way you want to be. If you want to be this, if you want to be that, if you don't want to be anything, just be yourself. We love you. You'll always be part of the family. And I was like, thank you so much. You know? But I feel like during that year and a half, they had like challenged their ideas and they deconstruct a lot of like things they've been taught, because these are older people, right? It's a different generation. So
I don't like that argument of like, oh, it's an older generation, because like there are really like supportive, you know, older people, and like current generations also kind of suck and whatnot. But it's like, you always talk about like, you know, unconditional love for your children, and then they come out as gay or trans and whatnot, and then it's like, oh, why are you doing this to me? Oh,
my parents could have in the beginning been really not nice to me, but at least they just decided to be quiet on the topic. They didn't really like make my life miserable. They just pretended that I never told them, which is not exactly the best outcome, but for them, being raised in a Catholic school, being given Catholic education from very strict parents, I think that was the best outcome for me. And then like a year and a half, they just, yeah, you're cool. We accept you. We love you no matter what. I'm like, oh, okay.
Still wild that it like took so long though.
this is why I said that maybe it's because they're from a different generation, because for them, like, they have already more years in this world than I had, so they already had cemented and constructed a lot of ideas of what reality needs to be. So to challenge those ideas and question their beliefs is not easy, right? I think it's a process, and not everyone wants to do that. So I'm assuming they took a lot of time to think about stuff.
Yeah.
It was still good for me though. Hi.
I'm glad that they at least like came around, even though I'm like shocked. It's always like mind-blowing to me, like how difficult people make it for not just like trans people in general, but even like their children.
Yes. That my mom and my dad, by the way, my uncle, my aunt, my grandmother, no, I don't talk to them. They are homophobic, they're transphobic. I don't even talk to my outside family, my inner family, my mom and my dad. They love and support my career. They love me and support me the way I am. But the rest of my family, to me, doesn't exist. I don't even talk to them. I don't even see them on Christmas or anything. I don't want to see them,
sad.
because why will I?
Yeah, I don't have anything to do with my mom. My dad is slowly coming around, and gendering me correctly more often and using my new name and so on, which is nice, even though it took fucking forever. Yeah. Like I came out to them like 7 years ago, so wow, I guess 1.5 years.
It's faster, right?
Yeah.
But listen, even though it's a lot of time, the fact that at least they're, showing improvement means that they're trying, and that the love they have for you, it's strong enough to challenge their own ideas and modify their thinking. So they appreciate you. It's not like, it's really hard to change your mind. And once you have like ideas of the world, it's something you will rarely ever do for somebody. So I guess that's the power of friendship and love. And the shotgun on the floor, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Do you feel happy though in that regard, or do you wish it was different?
I mean, I wish it wasn't so hard, because like I came out with like 22 and it took me forever to get like access to healthcare, and like for my entire life, like I knew that I was trans even though I didn't know what being trans was, but I was always like ashamed of it, and I didn't have like the ability to like talk about it and open up about it. So it's kind of painful that like obviously I wish I wish I would have transitioned sooner, so I had more time living my life and had more memories of my teenage years and so on, and living as myself, not having to deal with like all of these things now. But then on the other hand, it's like I just didn't feel safe enough to come out, and like, is that really my fault? Like, obviously no.
No, because if you have done that, probably you will have put yourself at risk, given that maybe people wouldn't be reacting so nicely towards that new information.
Yeah.
And they could make your life miserable as well. Sometimes I struggle a lot when people in my community, through the 3 years and a half that I've been streaming, I have noticed some of my viewers all have told me, "Hey, Chonky, I am trans. I think I discovered myself a little bit more, and they come out as trans to me, and I congratulate them and make them feel welcome. But I also get super worried about their situation at home, because do you have accepting parents? Do you have accepting friends? Because I know what it's like. All of us know what it's like to lose connections. But at the same time, I try to comfort people in the fact that, hey, listen, if a relative or a friend is giving their back on you because you came out of trans, gay, or whatever, they were never really care about you. They just wanted you as a prop in their life. So you're not really losing much, even though it hurts like hell. It's not. It's for the better that you liberate yourself from these toxic people at the end of the day.
Obviously, when it comes to like family, it's like incredibly difficult, especially if you're in a like situation where you like live with your toxic parent.
If you're not financially independent, it's often I try to tell people to be patient, even though being patient is the hardest thing. It's like, hey, maybe you could try to like, you know, get a
like
place
stealth,
you can rent.
I guess.
No, like independence. You need to like start thinking, which is so hard nowadays for people because everything is so expensive. But you have to like have your own place, a room, a little apartment. You can be yourself. Because if you tell your parents and your parents don't like it, either of two things happens. They ignore it, or they can make your life miserable or even kick you out, which that is the worst thing ever. Make you homeless. Like, what type of parents are those? Those are not parents, those are monsters, right? But people are brainwashed to that point, they can do that to you. So it's often really hard. At first, you can be stealthy, but the more time passes, the more you want to express yourself. So then
exactly.
you kind of also have to be responsible and be like, maybe I should get a job if I can, or maybe I should somehow try to rent a place with a friend, and then maybe there I can be myself slowly over time without my parents being up my ass, and being so annoying. Looking, having to hide your own things is the worst feeling ever.
Yeah, I think it sucks a lot of your energy and like your will to live out of you. Like that's how I felt. I felt like a lot of like anytime I was like, oh, I was driving to my mom and we're having dinner, and then I get told things like, oh, I wish I had a real daughter so I could have grandchildren, and I'm sitting there and being like, I'm like actually like physically and emotionally being drained by like these conversations.
That
and
is psychological abuse.
Yeah, at some point I was just like, I can't do it. And
you can also be like counter argument, right? Like, of course you're gonna get in trouble, but like if your mom tells you that, you can be like, I wish I had a real fucking mom that will love me for who I was without expectations. But that's always gonna finish in you getting punished. It doesn't work like that.
I know that
having an argument against toxic parents.
I know how many people are like, oh yeah, I really want to go have like, a skirt and like thigh highs, and like I'm hiding these things, and now I have like a mom who is like going through all the closets and whatnot and found it, and now I'm in trouble. Like it can like it's not just like the stress of like once they find it or something, like once the secret is being revealed, but also like the constant worry that is already like draining you. Like you're waking up and it's like, oh, you're going to like a different place, and like constantly like worrying. You go to school and so on. You have to worry. What if your mom like randomly just like goes through your stuff, and then the constant worry is like incredibly draining.
Yes, that's true. I'm glad my parents actually respected my privacy. When I put something in my closet, like lock the door, usually it remained there. And you know what? If they ever walk up to it and accidentally opening and they find something they shouldn't see, I will be like a little defiant on the point that, hey, if you didn't want to see it, why did you go looking in places you don't belong?
Yeah.
It's not my fault that you saw it. I was hiding it. You're the one that looked for it. So, who's at fault really here, right? Yeah, but I get you. It's not an easy situation to live on the shadows instead of just being openly about who you are.
But I also like, constantly like being in the situation where you have to wait is also like struggling, because like if you're trans and you're going through puberty, your body is changing in ways that doesn't feel good to you. It's causing distress, and you know that there's like something out there to help with that, and you want to like explore life as yourself and live as yourself and have like all these memories as yourself, but like you're just being like trapped in a prison, and basically you're being constantly abused, and it sucks.
I understand what you're saying. I feel like this topic you're telling me, that feeling about being unable to reach out to the things that you knew existed but couldn't because, stupid parents and stuff or friends or whatever. Like, I feel like that is a topic that even though it weighs heavily on your memory, what could have been if I did this years ago, I think I'm also on a topic, or I'm also on the mindset that even though that didn't happen back then, we're still here alive and we can do that now maybe, or started in, even if it started later than what you hope for, and that is still a very fulfilling and happy life. It doesn't have to be always a constant reminder of this sucks now because I couldn't start before, so I sort of always have this hateful feeling. I feel like, and this is just me, correct me if I'm wrong, because maybe we have different views on certain aspects, but I think in order to properly move forward, we can not walk while always looking back. You know what I'm saying? So I understand your feeling, and I feel like this is a great motivation to try to get people the help they can get if they want it at an earlier stage, so they don't have to go through what you may have experienced. But also, you're still capable of achieving amazing stuff, and you are doing many things now by speaking up to one of the most prominent hateful people. Standing up for them is not an easy thing to do. No one likes standing against the current. Everyone just want to flow in the same direction because no one wants to suffer.
Yeah.
It's truly a remarkable task to have a voice in a place where everyone is just throwing hate at you. Don't let the fact that you may have or may have not started at the time you wanted make you feel any less. It's just what happened in the past. We cannot change it. We can, however, do from today onward amazing things, right? So I hope you can find a little bit of comfort in that. It's not haunting you for the fact that maybe you went through a lot of harsh times,
I think the fact that I have like the memories that I have and like the pain is kind of like a major motivator, I guess, when it comes to like speaking up.
The fact that you don't want anyone else to experience what you experience is often a motivation that can help you keep going in order to help them. And it surprises you when people are violent against your perspective, because from your perspective you're just trying to help.
Yeah, exactly.
This is why I say people live in two different worlds, and it's really hard to find a correlation or a middle ground, because unless they go through the feelings that you have, they will never ever seem to comprehend fully what it's like. Therefore, their arguments will not change. They only see you as this weird enemy VTuber that is pushing weird ideas, but they don't understand why you have these ideas. They don't want to know you better. They don't want to sit down and understand what is motivating you. They just want to attack you because that's what the internet does, and it's never-ending garbage.
Yeah, it's pretty cruel, honestly. Like to constantly like be portrayed in like such an evil and twisted way when you're just like out here and being like, I'm sharing like my life experiences, my pain, and I just want like a better future for trans people.
I think you will. I think you are. If you allow me, I think what you are doing is changing things. One can only imagine what it's like to tweet something and have it, be actually engaged by the people. Like I was scrolling to Twitter like a week ago, and I think Voldemort herself replied to one of your things, and I was like, you are having the reach, you are having the importance to be noticed, but the people that needs to be challenged. And that is huge. Having that amount of like reach in the world is not a common thing. Now, whatever if not, this is, it also put a lot of targets on your back, and that's the thing that I don't like. Like people come after you thinking, oh, this is the evil trans VTuber that wants to ruin our happiness and perfect world, which is totally not burning and crashing around us. But like we're gonna fight this VTuber instead of making the world a better place. Like, oh my fucking god.
Yeah, exactly.
Just know that I have heard you speak, and I think you need a little bit of comfort as well.
I appreciate that.
That's just my perspective. I feel like being on the eye of the storm for too long is not, how can I say this? It's not something anyone should experience for too long, because you either become super paranoid or extremely like...
Oh yeah, the paranoia is actually like incredibly real. Especially when you have people out there who are like faking screenshots to like instigate a lot of these things and push like a certain narrative, and to constantly be like in a position where you have to like defend yourself and you feel kind of alone.
It's hard.
It's
hard because how can you stop? Like, I don't want to get like a little too what is the point I'm looking for? Hold on. I don't want to get too cozy and stuff, but I will tell you something that may actually help you. At school, years ago, I once had this teacher tell me one of the most important things, little stories that I always remember. So my teacher tells me about how there is this pilot that wants to get really high up to the sky with their little plane. And then, unfortunately, as they were taking off and flying, they start hearing noise in the background, which are rats. And the rats could eventually bite off certain important stuff and cause the plane to crash. So the pilot had two choices: to go back down to Earth and give up on their dream, or to keep flying up. Now, if they keep flying up, eventually the rats will die due to atmospheric pressure. The noise will stop. You see where I'm going with this, right? It's more so the same situation here with you, where you are the pilot and the stupid haters online are the rats in the back of the plane. So you have two choices. You can go back to where things were normal and just don't do this anymore, or you can be determined and keep going, and eventually you're gonna be in a much better place where this is no longer gonna reach you, because it just cannot continue. No one hates on forever. You're eventually gonna find comfort. I don't know if this helps a little bit. Maybe it's too much of an explanation. But if it helps, right? What I'm trying to tell you is not give up, basically. Just stay strong in what you believe in, but also don't let hate be your main source of motivation, bread and butter every day. There needs to be a positive emotion in there.
Yeah, I think that like seeing that, obviously because of what I do, and like on Twitter, a lot of my content gets boosted and my voice gets like amplified, and like some people change their mind, and it does help a lot that people figure out that they are trans, or they change their mind about trans people because they're actually engaging with what I'm saying, and hanging out in my streams and so on. Like it means a lot to me, and I think that's like definitely like the main motivator. But I've been shadow banned on Twitter right now, and my engagement, like I went from like 3 million, 4 million impressions every single day down to like 100,000. Barely any engagement. Like I feel it, right? Like I'm so used to the heat, the constant fighting, the constant drama, that like if there is no heat, it feels weird when I'm just like with myself.
I understand what you're saying.
Right? When it's just like, what the fuck am I actually like doing? Why am I
No.
doing with myself? Why am I like why do I like keep pushing? And obviously
But-
like it's the
But
support.
Nyara, remember, you are more than just numbers and analytics and impressions and average viewers.
Oh, yeah.
You're more than just subscribers. I understand what it's like to be viral and that rush of adrenaline that it can give you.
Yeah,
But
it's like the
sometimes-
dopamine.
But sometimes it's good to be super not viral. Sometimes it's, that is actually the time in which you can use it for personal development and more a comfy time for you to like, instead of always being on the, unless either of the things are happening here, unless you are addicted and you don't want it to stop, which could be a problem.
I'm addicted. I'm very addicted to this. It's bad.
I
Oh my God,
understand
wait.
the addiction.
1 second, I got a huge raid
You
from
gotta
Kremlo.
wait. Hi.
Huge raid. Hello, everybody. Hey, Kremlo. I hope everybody is doing well. We're here with Jonky. We're talking about trans stuff. We're talking about we talked about coming out and like struggles of you know, being trans and like right now dealing with like the we're kind of having a small therapy session for me.
Yeah, I did a reverse card, and I'm actually like, I'm not the interviewer anymore. I'm the interviewer now, yes. Nyara is here to be interviewed. This totally reverse situation happens a lot.
Yeah. I appreciate the raid. If you wanna stick around, if you wanna listen to us, yep, for probably like another hour, feel free to hang out. If you gotta leave and do your things. If you don't know who I am, I typically talk about trans stuff, about politics and so on. I get involved in a lot of drama. I fight with people on Twitter and so on. But yeah, right now we're having a comfy talk.
And she also plays Valorant a lot. I have seen Valorant.
Yeah, I play Valorant. Was watching that domain's video and had to end before we finished. So enjoy the solidarity raid. I appreciate that.
Excuse me 1 minute. I need to open the door. There is a package. I'll be super back.
Yes.
Super quick.
Alrighty.
Brr, back.
Yeah, I really appreciated the domain's video. If you want to watch, like, from my perspective, I talked about the propaganda. Earlier today, I talked about how a lot of like the transphobia is conspiracy theories. I will be uploading that to my YouTube. !YouTube if you want to check that out. If you want to join my Discord, !Discord. There were 2 raids. Did I miss a raid? BB! Thank you for the raid. A lot of raids right now. I remember a thing for your recap, David Draymond from Disturb. Oh yeah. Oh my God, that happened as well. We've been thinking about like what happened this year. A lot of it is like, oh, Asmongold is threatening me. Oh, Tecton threatened me with his rapist dad. Oh, J.K. Rowling quote tweeted me. we had a lot of like insane things happen this year. Wait, David Draymond response to. But yeah, if you want to watch my perspective, !YouTube or YT, and it is my latest video on my channel. I talked a lot about like the like I showed a lot of like different segments of like when he was talking about me and exposing a lot of like the lies and yeah. Disturbed guy got mad at you? Yeah, because I called him out for signing a bomb that is like from the IDF. We live rent-free in conservative minds. Yeah. So I think that like if you're a trans person, you have to you kind of welcome back. You kind of get like a lot of punches thrown at you, and you have to kind of learn to take it, which sucks. Ryan?
No. Are you talking about
Like if
the
you're
online attention.
Yeah, if you're a trans person and you're just existing, you're going to have to endure a lot of like punches thrown at you.
Yeah, true.
When I started making content, I did like a lot of like cozy stuff and I didn't have like voice training and so on. Or even when I like started doing voice training, I got like a lot of comments being like, "Oh, you should have like figured this all out. You should have done voice training. Why are you like even doing content if you sound like this?" And it was pretty hurtful.
People, the people that criticize others the most online are not successful people. So, in that sense, I know I understand what you're saying because I also have gotten comments in the past about my voice. But then I started to realize the people that are usually hating on are people that are miserable with their own lives. So, their comments just get deleted, blocked. I don't even take time to replying. Do you reply to them? Do you engage with those comments?
Every now and then. Sometimes I use it as like a point of like talking about like some issues. I guess my Discord, like my bot didn't send a message out. Wait. At which notify. Dino is down, so we are live talking. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry.
Yes. Don't be sorry. It's fine.
Never trust the bots. Sorry, what were we talking about? I kind of got distracted.
No, it's okay. I'm just trying to understand what you're talking to chat right now, and then I gotta join in the conversation.
I was just like doing like a small little recap, and then I was talking about like how if you're a trans person, you are eventually going to get like a lot of heat. And when I was starting out and I was doing like my comfy stuff, like I already got like a lot of hate when people basically went and they looked for like the trans tag, went to like a streamer with like 20 viewers and spread like their hate, being disruptive. And I do have like a lot of like clips, like some short form content from like back in the day when people were like, haha, anti-LGBTQ rate, oh my god, we hate you all, haha, you all suck, you're weird. Like, I had a lot of instances like that. When I play Valorant, I get like a lot of like shit. And it kind of sucks because like when it comes to me, like obviously like I have in Valorant the trans flag and I'm, not going to go into hiding. But me just giving call outs, me just saying, oh, they're B, oh, they're rushing. I get comments like, oh, are you a boy or a girl? Are you a femboy? Oh my god, are you a T slur, F slur, and whatnot.
I've seen your TikToks, but on the TikToks, apparently people seem to react really nicely to the things that you say. Maybe because you don't clip those moments that are like really mean on social media?
What do you mean?
As for example, when I have seen the TikToks that appear on my For You page that are of yours playing Valorant, usually you say something and people ask you, are you a femboy?
Yeah.
And you say something like, I can be, or something. I don't know. I don't, and then they like react nicely to it. Like, I haven't seen a clip in which they're actually being mean to you 100%.
It happens. It happens. Like I had like some dudes. I made like a full on video of like the whole talk where like two German guys were like, oh, you should be hanged, or you should like face the wall. And like I get comments like this, and it's just like it's crazy how quickly a lot of these things like devolve into that form of like hatred.
I have seen clips sometimes of a streamer. She's a woman, and she just say, hey guys, and then instantly everyone is hating on her, telling her to do the most weird things just because she say hi. She's not even being mean. And then she owns them in the game and they end up crying like babies. But it's still horrible.
Yeah, exactly.
I never play those shooter games that are so toxic. Like, I would never, like, no. I'd rather play, like, something comfier. I don't know. Why do you play Valorant?
The thing
Why
is,
do you torture yourself?
I grew up with shooter games, and I used to like back in the day. I actually wanted to have like an esports career in like Overwatch.
Oh.
And obviously it didn't go anywhere because a lot of things sucked. But I kind of noticed like the switch when I stopped, you know, being mask presenting and going more into like a femme presenting, you know, direction. And even though I'm not like cis girl passing or whatnot, like I still noticed very early on like a switch. Even without doing voice training, just like me being like, oh, hey, I'm trans in front of like my team was like, oh, okay, now the vibe is different.
Oh, it changes. Yes, people react differently. But I think I hate it actually. I hate it that they will have a different reaction. It's a game. They should be worried about your skills. If you can get those, you know, A's, I think it's calling CS:GO. I don't know why they call them Valorant when you kill the whole team.
Oh, it's an ace, yeah.
It's nice. Yeah, people are super toxic, unfortunately, in those games. I don't know. Why will anyone want to put themselves through the pain?
I think there's a lot of like disconnect because like if you play and you know you have like one guy saying something and then you're reacting like more negatively because you know for you it's something that you constantly have to endure, but they don't like realize it. They don't realize the amount of like hatred, and for them it's just like some fun, right? It's just to get like a reaction out of it, I guess.
Right.
And it's kind of like when it comes to like online drama, I think that like a lot of people individually don't realize the amount of like what you have to deal with. And also there's a lot of like invalidation when you say like, oh, people are sending me like threats, people are saying like these things, and then you have people who are like, oh, none of that is actually happening. Oh, you're just overreacting. Oh, you call anyone transphobic,
sort of.
Ryan? Yeah.
Right. People lack empathy. That's the main issue we have nowadays. No one seems to care about empathy, and everyone is just so full of themselves. It's a huge problem, actually.
Yeah, definitely.
It's complex. Are you happy with how your voice sounds right now, by the way?
Oh, no.
No?
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's okay. But, I mean, are you still taking the voice training? Are you
I do my warm-up routine, I guess. But I don't... I used to have professional voice lessons, but I can't afford it right now. And I'm also at a point where I'm like, I don't actually know what I need to change in order to like fix my voice, and I don't know what I need to do instead of just and like how like somebody else can like help me to get where I want to go, I guess. And
okay.
It's frustrating, especially when I see like other trans women like just figure it out.
You know, a lot of one of the things that I find out that helps a lot with a warm-up is trying to reach different type of ranges, even on the deeper tones. You know, when you go like super deep, it's like a good practice. I'm not sure if Discord noise suppression is gonna let this be heard, but it's basically like starting rolling your R's in a deeper tone, then go as high as you can, and then go back down. Like It's like an opening of the vocal range you may have.
So
Can help a lot. I'm not sure if Discord actually let that hear. Did you hear something I did? Did you hear the rolling?
not a lot, but like I can try to replicate it. What I use a lot is like straw breathing. So what you can do is like blow bubbles using like a straw, and you do like.
I have heard of that method too. Yes. Uh-huh.
And you can do like slides with that, or you can just use like the straw like by itself, and you do.
I heard of that.
Like that works. You can do like a small little warm up like that. What also helps is like doing the kind of
You wanna
thing.
hear the weirdest thing ever? When I speak Spanish, people tell me that my voice sounds way more feminine than in English, and I have no clue why. Do you understand Spanish?
So the thing is like it comes along with like vowel placement, and I think something when it comes to like some languages are just more melodic and more like feminine, like how you say the words, they are like some are like softer, like when it comes to French and whatnot. For me in like German, I sound more masculine in German because a lot of it is like in the back of the throat, and has like a lot of like and sounds, which can make it more harsh. And I think a lot of it is also like practice, I guess. And accent. Your accent can also play a role when it comes to like how masculine, how feminine you sound.
No, that makes sense. Yes, that makes a lot of sense. Well, I was asking, because a lot of the time I talk to other trans people, like, there is always the topic of the voice, especially for VTubers, I guess, because VTubers, we're mostly just a virtual character, so the voice can change.
How people perceive
I noticed this when I started VTubing 3 years ago. My voice was way deeper. Way deeper. So much so that when sometimes I even react to my older clips, I'm cringing. And I'm like, no, please start it. And Chad is like, wow, Chonky, you used to sound so different.
Yeah.
And I'm like, please kill it with fire. I don't want to listen, but they want to listen.
A year ago, I had like, I was more like squeezing my voice, and it feels very unhealthy. And like when I hear it now, it's just like, oh no.
Yeah, that is something that we always have in common. Everyone is like, oh, my voice.
Yeah.
My voice used to be like, why did I do that? Why did I even speak like that? Somebody please delete it from the internet. I don't want to hear this ever again.
Yeah.
So,
I like your voice. I don't know how you feel about your voice right now.
Gracias. I like it. You want me to teach you some Spanish?
Sure.
Okay, so
Lo siento
I want you to
mucho.
repeat after. Lo siento mucho. I want you to repeat after me, and then I will teach you the meaning. It's nothing bad. Don't worry. I will never set you up.
Are you calling me a bottom?
I never said that. You're assuming things yourself. Okay, so I'm gonna say something really simple. Repeat after me. Hola.
Hola.
Me llamo Ñara.
Me llamo Ñara.
Y me gusta jugar Valorant.
Y me gusta
Jugar Valorant.
Jugar Valorant.
Yeah, basically say, hi, my name is Ñara and I like playing Valorant. That's it.
I actually, okay, I figured. I know like some like words there. I don't know what jugar, what that means.
Jugar means place. Jugar.
Oh, okay.
Jugar. It's like playing. Yeah, okay, one more.
Hola.
Hola.
Me gusta.
Me gusta.
Which is your favorite color, by the way?
Purple.
Okay. Hola, me gusta
Hola, me gusta.
el color
El color
morado.
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 Hi. Yeah, hi. I like purple color. The color purple. That's it. Yeah, it's pretty good. What's up? I would like to learn some German.
You want to learn my basic catchphrase that I like saying in the most anime protagonist type of voice?
Yes.
I'm going to do it in the normal way, and then I'm going to like teach you how to say it. Okay.
Okay.
Heiliger
Go
Strohsack. Heiliger.
What?
Heiliger
Heiliger.
Stroh. Strohsack.
Strohsack.
Yeah. Heiliger Strohsack.
What is that supposed to mean?
It's like the PG version for holy shit, basically.
Why are you teaching me that? I'm teaching you about I like this.
It's the most like anytime you watch like an anime, like a German dub, you will hear like these types of phrases. When you play Valorant, that is like one of the catchphrases that the German character is saying and whatnot. It's like
Dankeschön. Muchas gracias means Dankeschön. Thank you very much. Muchas gracias.
in German, you would for you're welcome, you would say gern geschehen.
Can you
Gern.
say that again?
Gern.
Gern.
Ge.
Ge.
Schehen.
Schön.
Gern geschehen. Gern geschehen.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're
Perfect.
welcome. Yes.
Amazing.
Hallo.
Teach us some real German.
Hallo. Ich bin Chonky und ich bin ein Katz. What is that supposed to mean?
Hello, I'm Chonky and I'm a cat.
Oh, I'm a dragon cat, but close enough. Thank you, Sarah.
Okay, wait. Hallo,
Hallo.
ich bin
bin
Chonky
Chonky
und ich bin eine Drachen.
What? What do you call me?
Drachen.
Drachen?
Drachenkatze.
Drachenkatze.
Yeah, dragon cat.
Wait. And what about potato? Is it Kartoffel?
Yeah, it's Kartoffel.
Hallo, ich bin Kartoffel. Ich bin
Perfect.
Kartoffel. The blue Kartoffel.
Blaue Kartoffel.
It's gonna be my new, I'm gonna rebrand. I'm no longer gonna be ChonkyLotus, I'm gonna be Blue Kartoffel.
Perfect.
I'm gonna change my YouTube and my Twitter and my Instagram and my TikTok and my Blue Sky and my Reddit and my everything. Blue Kartoffel.
Do you have a potato model?
I have potasa. Do you wanna see?
Sure.
Okay. This is potasa.
Oh my god!
This is the mascot of the community. We have a little plushie based on her.
That's so cute!
Thank you.
Oh my god.
It also comes in Christmas. Wait. I'm trying to find the Christmas, but hold on. Hold on. Hold your horses. Wait. I'm looking for it. I just don't see it.
No.
Pop.
Oh my god! Oh, the mouth
better,
is so
look.
derpy. Oh my god, it's so cute. Oh my
Wow.
god. Okay,
that?
I love that. That is so cute. I have a knife.
You have a knife?
That's
What?
That's what I have.
Why do you have a knife? No, put that away. What are you gonna do with that knife?
It's the under remote. Please get one of those.
You know what? I have exactly the thing I need to defend myself. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but wait. Wow.
Oh my god. Wow, you're bringing a gun to a knife fight?
You said you wanted to be cool? Yes. If you don't wanna get hit, why are you in the kitchen? Pow, pow, pow. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
Putasa has a gun.
Show the palico. Don't have like the thing set up.
Let me go back to my normal self.
Oh, I don't have the, because my SD was fried. I don't have the palico on here. No.
What happened to your SD?
It just died.
No, your
Yeah.
storage is dead.
I lost everything.
Oh no, it's a curse.
Yeah. I've been having a lot of tech issues this year.
Are
But
you
I
gonna
think-
buy a new PC now before the prices go skyrocketing?
I literally bought a new PC before, like the RAM prices and whatnot, but I still had tech issues for a while.
Okay.
But I
wonder
think
what's going
I think
on.
we fixed it. I think we fixed it now.
Okay.
It's already skyrocketed. I bought in October. I bought new RAM and I bought it for 250 euros, like 48 gigabytes, and now the same thing costs 750 euros.
Holy shit,
Yep.
that's too pricey.
Yep. That was
I hate it.
That's, you know, I got a little bit lucky, I guess.
If you didn't dislike AI back then when it was taking artists and musician jobs, now you have to hate it even more because
Yeah.
it's affecting gamers. Yeah.
Yeah. They are rolling out like modern PCs or laptops. They will come with like 8 gigabytes instead of like the 16 gigabytes.
No, I mean, I've seen this, but I'm not sure if this is real. I don't want to make people panic. But I saw on TikTok, and probably you need to fact check this, is that the new phones they want to sell us in the future will come with less RAM than the phones we have now.
You wouldn't be surprised.
Yes.
A lot of it is just like, oh, cloud computing, oh, AI, oh, you know, all of these
I
things.
hate it. I hate it. Boop, boop.
Is Chonky of Nyara's good girl voice? You're such a
voice?
good girl. I am so
Can you
proud
arara?
of you. Arara. Or how I like to say it, Nyara Nyara.
Yada, yada. Wait, let me see if I can do deep voice for this one. It's like a tone, like no, I'm gonna stop. No.
Can you do an uwu?
I don't want to talk about it. Uwu? Oh, fuck. It's the worst ever. Stop! No! I'm taking out my phone. I'm recording you. Go.
Oh my god.
Yes.
I really love your model. It was very cute.
Thank you. I like it too. It's been debuted at the beginning of this year, and I'm planning to use it for at least 3 more years.
They're always
Can
so
I buy a model?
expensive.
Yes, but I mean, when I buy a model from my artist, I usually go like super crazy in quality, and then I
Yeah.
use the same model for like 4 years, and then I review it. So like, it's like an investment for
Oh
us,
yeah, definitely.
you know. But if it's expensive, yes, it is. But it is worth every dollar because the quality is like I like it a lot.
Yeah. There are a lot of like issues with my model.
Potato.
So I kind of want to have like a new one, but I literally can't afford it.
It's expensive. Yeah, I don't blame you.
It's yeah. Especially when you have like some artists that you really like to be your VTuber parent.
Uh-huh.
Did you show the potatoes on our model?
Do you want to see the potatoes?
Sure.
My community is called Potatoes, and I have like a redeem in my chat. Like it's expensive. They like have to save 50,000 channel points, and once they did, they can become a potato. So
my
I did a
God.
little contest for Christmas, and 4 of them got selected. Look, on my shoulder there is one potato,
Oh my
another
God.
potato, and there is another potato in the ear. And then the other one is between the booba, but I cannot show you because you don't want to get in trouble, right? It's right in there. Yes, booba potato.
I think the
They got
boobs are
selected.
fine.
Yeah, but if you put them too close, then you can get in trouble. So you
Oh
don't want to do
yeah.
that. No, 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 no.
Yeah.
Yes. I love this potato so much. I wish I could afford putting every single one of them on the model, but that would like be too pricey. It's not affordable. It certainly isn't.
They're huge, Boobo.
Booba. How do you say booba in German?
I mean, it kind of depends.
Why?
So like, if you would say like the equivalent of like saying breasts would be Brust, Brüste,
Post? Post?
Brüste,
Buste. Buste.
Brüste.
Proste?
Yeah.
Proste.
Um.
Proste.
Exactly.
Proste good.
Exactly.
Good proste. I am learning something. If you want to learn in Spanish how do you say boobs, there are 2 ways to say it. You can say pechos.
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 Or you can say tetas.
Tetas.
I'm so sorry.
Would that be tits?
Yeah, that's basically it. That's basically it, yes.
Yeah. In German, if you want to say tits, you would say Titten.
Kitten. Like a kitten. Kitten. Wow. Thank you, Nyara. I'm gonna take this knowledge with me forever. I will
You're
always
welcome.
remember.
You're
'Cause I have
very
some-
welcome.
I have some German viewers as well, so now I can be like... So I give them booba hug, right? So instead of booba hug, I will give them titten hug. Yes, something like that.
Can I share German like cursed knowledge, like words that sound similar but mean different things?
If you want, I'm
So-
more than happy to learn from you.
You know how I'm a fox? I'm like a cat fox. And if you want to say like vixen, the female fox,
Oh, okay.
the same word, like the same pronunciation, vixen in German would be slang for saying jerking off.
What? The same pronunciation will actually mean that.
Yeah, so when people say
Why
like,
does that
"Oh,
have-
you're a feisty vixen," like my German mind is like it's about jerking off. It's weird.
No. Why do they do that?
Yeah.
Why do they have to pick a word that is already like sensitive in other language and then make it even worse in another one, right? Such a trap.
Yeah, it comes from like when you want to polish your shoes, you got like shoe wichse, which is like the white goo and
Goo?
you know. Yeah, dude. So
What are you talking about?
wait.
What are you referring to? Can you explain to me in details? Because apparently I'm lost in the conversation.
Oh my god.
What? I don't even
Do you
get
know
it.
do you know shoe wax? Like to polish like leather shoes?
Yeah?
In German, instead of like shoe wax, it is shoe fixer.
Shoe fixer?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know, that's just what it's called.
Can we change the language so it doesn't sound like that? That sounds so wrong. That sounds so wrong.
Yeah, and that's kind of like how it turned, like from, you know, shoe fixer into, you know, the jerking off type of. Because, because
stop
of
it.
like it's, I told you it's cursed. I told you. I warned you.
Right. Thank you so much for putting that mental picture on my brain. Now I can't
You're
remove
welcome.
it. I need therapy. You're welcome. Stop
You're
being
welcome.
proud about it.
And-
Stop being
So
happy about it.
anytime you hear about the German vixen from, you know, online who is doing fox things, I hope that you will think about jerking off.
You know what? No. You need bonk. You need bonk. Yes.
Oh my god. Don't bonk me.
I don't know how to make the hammer go through, but
There's a
Just
redeem
bonk
for
you.
that. Ouch.
oh wait, I can redeem it. Hold on.
It should be on
I have
cooldown right
200
now, I
points.
think.
Oh.
Someone
I will
just
bonk you
redeemed
next
it. Someone just bonked me.
Yeah, it's on 5 minutes, William.
Stop! Don't spray
Bonk.
me.
Bonk.
I'm getting
Bonk.
sprayed now.
Yes. By the way, Nyara, how do you feel now after that conversation?
I feel good. I think it helped.
Do you feel somewhat comfier all of the sudden?
Yeah. Yeah. I think initially I was like a little bit drained. I've been going through a lot of things and it
Yes,
helps.
you have.
It's nice. Stretch.
Well, I'm glad at least you feel a little better.
How are you feeling?
I'm comfy.
That's
I
good.
feel like I did my
You did a therapy session on me. Yeah.
yeah, accidentally, I think we end up reversing the roles of who was supposed to be the one getting interviewed. But listen, it's a good conversation, and I'm grateful that we can talk.
Yeah, it's not meant as like an interview per se. It's just more of like just having a talk and like sharing
Conversation.
experiences and talking about things and having
That is
a good time.
correct. Yes. I am also recovering from sickness. Apparently last week everyone was getting sick, and it like affected my throat a lot. I couldn't even sleep for 1 or 2 nights because it was just hurting so much for swallow saliva. It was the worst ever.
I hope you're feeling better now.
I am feeling way better. I'm already recovering. I exercise a lot, and I like to do that because, you know, it's a way to de-stress from all social media.
Yeah.
Do you tend to go out and touch grass, or do you live inside a cave 24/7?
I live in a cave. I just
Okay, no, we're gonna change that.
Okay,
We're gonna
next
have
week.
to-
Next week I'll be driving to Paris. I will be touching some grass next week.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, just in case you ever feel like it's becoming too much, it's a good idea. Even though it's a meme to touch grass, it actually does wonders to you.
It's so
Mental
cold.
health.
It's so cold right now, and I'm comfy.
Oh, right. It's from Germany, right?
Yeah, it's cold. It's bad.
Must be like piles of snow. Here where I live is summer.
We have
so
no
it's the
snow.
opposite. We have like an upside down weather here.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, I've been like when it was still a little bit warmer. every now and then I just went on a walk and it was quite nice. But right now I'm just like, I'm lazy, I'm cold, I'm, you know.
It's okay.
It's
okay.
It's dark.
Now that you mention it, I have like a friend, viewer, community member that is also from Germany, and they were talking how now the winter in Germany is no longer like a winter.
Yeah, it's just cold. There's no snow.
At first, I didn't understand what they meant by this, but now that you mentioned there is no snow, maybe this is what they were referring to.
Yeah.
Like the season is less snowy.
I remember back in the day when there was snow and like actual snow, not just like it is snowing and then like on the road it just like turns into mud. Like it was like, oh, there's actual like you can go and ride your sleighs and stuff.
Oh. Well, I have never actually had snow in the city I live, but there are certain parts of the country that where you can go and there can be a lot of snow stuff. Yes, I remember going there, and I remember very vividly how I like reached my hand out and a snowflake landed on my finger, and I looked it really close and I could see the geometrical shape it had. It was so pretty.
Yeah.
And then I was like, get me out of here. It's too fucking cold. I don't like it. Get me out of here. You know, rescue me. You know, but it was cool. It was cool for a second, and then I hated it.
Yeah, I just imagine little Jonky being like, oh yeah, I'm looking at this pretty thing, and then like looking around being like, I don't want to be here anymore. Can we go away now?
Thank you so much for like the experience. Can now I go back to my house, please, and just be comfy. But it was pretty for a little bit, though. It was pretty for a little bit. I remember it very vividly.
I don't really like winter.
Winter is my favorite because I hate mosquitoes.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy, like here in Germany, like our insects are kind of disappearing. I think that's like a worldwide type of thing. So when I go and like...
It's not good.
Like, yeah, back in the day when I was like, you know, when my parents were driving somewhere and we were driving like across the country, you had like your full car was full of like insects, and now I go on trips and there's like literally nothing. Maybe there's like one fly.
It's not just Germany. That same thing. I have the same memory as well. When I used to be way smaller and I was in the back of my car of my parents, and they were driving, and I remember the windshield used to like get filled up with all sort of bugs, and nowadays all of that stuff no longer happens. It's crazy.
That's like an actual problem that is like happening. Like it's not a good thing that this is happening.
No, it's not a good thing. Certainly not.
Yeah.
I mean, it's less gross, but still it's not good. It isn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't forget to drink some water.
Yeah. Always hydrate.
Hydration. Do you like drinking water, or do you enjoy consuming a lot of energy drinks often?
I don't really drink energy drinks because I have ADHD and it makes like caffeine just makes me like tired but I can't sleep.
What about flavored water only? With no sugar or caffeine?
Yeah, so I drink water. I have Fanta without sugar.
Fanta?
Yeah.
Fanta is delicious.
Yeah.
Orange Coca-Cola, basically. Uh-huh.
Yeah, for us here in Germany, it's more yellow.
Pineapple Fanta?
No, it's still orange flavored, but the color of the liquid is yellow.
Oh, okay.
We don't make it orange.
In Peru, there is a soda that is delicious and is surprisingly not well known across the world, and it's called Inca Cola. It's really freaking yummy. It tastes like bubblegum.
Oh. That sounds really sweet.
I mean, it's a soda with sugar, so of course it's sweet, but it's the way it is. I was talking to my community the other day. They like, what is Inca Cola? And some of them know because they're from Latin America and they get it, right? Oh, this is delicious, yes. I don't really drink too much soda. In fact, since the 1st of November, I have cut off all sort of junk food and snacks that are greasy. And I have like done a lot of exercise lately, so I'm really happy.
What is like your comfy snack then?
As of lately, just grab an apple, a green apple, and that's it.
Okay,
but
me
before it was
too.
potato chips.
Yeah,
before it was potato. I like potato chips.
I like apples. Apples are good. I also I'm really German, so I eat sausages.
Frankfurt sausage.
They're like, I think they're
Frankfurt.
actually like Polish. They're like you know, dried meat sausages basically.
Like jerky?
Kinda.
Oh, never heard of it. Huh.
But not. But it's still like it's like sausages weird.
The only sausage I know is the Frankfurt because that's the only one that gets imported all the way to Peru. It's really delicious though. Ba, 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 ba.
Like something
Frankfurt.
like this. For example.
Are you showing something?
Yeah, it's just basically like dried sausages.
Oh, let me take a look. Ba, ba, ba. Oh, that is what is the proper name for that?
It's just dried sausage.
No. This is like a different thing.
But this I think this one's called cabanossi.
Cabanossi, yeah, it's a spicy,
or cabanos.
right? Cabanossi, yes.
It has they are spicy and non-spicy.
I have tasted this. It's yummy. It's yummy. Yeah, it's good.
It's a good snack.
Sometimes I bought it. I wonder if chat knows what cabanossi is. I'm pretty sure they should. I mean,
Probably.
if we do.
Probably. The Germans here probably know.
By the way, Nyara, I might need to go in like 5 or 10 minutes because I just want to rest my throat and get something like nom-noms and stuff.
Are you going
if
to
that's
stream
okay
later?
with you.
Of course.
Yeah, I will. I have to play a game. Have you ever tried Slay the Princess?
I have not. I saw some
It's fun.
gameplay
it's
of it.
fun.
It's like a visual
I
novel,
recommend
right?
it. It is, but like think of it this way. Imagine like an Undertale, a Stanley Parable visual novel, like where every decision you make have a different ending, and you have to like you go like in circles until you end up discovering more and more truths, and it's really enticing. The story is really well done. It's really weird as well.
That's cool.
You first think that you have an ally, and then you slowly discover that the person helping you may be the one manipulating you, so you want to get out of their control. It's really interesting. I recommend it. Give it a try. No more spoilers. I have to play a game. I want to play a game.
Yeah. I always I'm also like kind of trying to because like if you drink like sodas, even if they have like 0 sugar, you still kind of start craving that. So I'm like trying to cut down a little bit on like
Zero sugar sodas are way worse than regular sodas.
yeah, it just like kind of makes you crave
Just for
more
the
sugar
record.
and whatnot.
Yeah, just for the record, guys, for anyone listening, if you're thinking that drinking Diet Coke is better than regular Coke, you are terribly in the wrong. At least regular Coke gives you a lot of calories and energy because of that. Zero sugar is just whatever chemical they put in it without any benefit to your body, which is already bad. So please try not to. Try to get something healthy for enjoying. I'm not backseating your life, guys. I just care a little bit. Don't consume it. I'm gonna confiscate it. Come on, hand it over.
No, my
Hand it over.
Fanta. No.
Yara, give me your Fanta, all the
Please.
supply. Chad,
Yes,
give me all your energy drinks and all your stuff. I'm taking it away at the moment I disconnect, and you will never see this again.
God damn it.
Don't buy more, by the way. I'm gonna write to the local store. Do not sell Fanta to Nyara. They will have your picture in like a wanted poster saying, "Do not sell Fanta to this VTuber."
Oh my god, it's just going to be like a fox. Like the fox face.
Yes.
Oh my god.
That's so cute. Thank you so much, Nyara, for having me. I
Of
had a wonderful
course.
time.
I'm glad. Thanks for the.
Nice
thanks
to
for
talk
the,
to you, by the way.
Yeah.
Stay strong. Stay comfy. Remember to be kind to yourself. Not every day has to be a rush of attention and drama. More importantly, drama. That is the. It's okay to have a time for yourself to just be comfy.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. You're fine.
You too.
I'm gonna go and get some hot tea with lemon for my throat.
Do you
And
have
I'm
honey
just gonna
too?
make something. Yeah, I have honey. I have a jar of honey too. It helps a lot. Boop, boop, boop,
I
boop,
will
boop, boop.
give you another shout out real
Thank
quick.
you.
But yeah, I
what?
really appreciate your hanging out, and if you want
Before
to
I
do
go,
this
look.
again,
Tail.
you can cuddle your tail.
It's a thick tail. It's not for touching, though, only for looking.
You wouldn't allow me to touch your tail?
Okay, maybe I can let you touch my tail, but only for 2 seconds. That's 1 more second that my chat gets, so you have a privilege, right?
Let's go.
Yeah, we can definitely do something else in the future. My DMs are open, Yara. After one collab, I usually I'm more than welcome to do more stuff. Once I meet somebody, I am more than happy to. Just hit me up on DMs if you ever want to do some just chatting or stuff.
Yeah.
We can also just relax with something comfy, non-drama related. But that's up to you. I am welcoming of anything. I adapt really quickly. We should play Peek as well. Peek is really fun.
Oh yeah. I only played this once. I think it would be a lot of fun. We should have a group. But yeah, I appreciate you. And you can always reach out if you want to do something or just want to chat, or my DMs are always open. And I appreciate
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course.
Thank you, chat. Have a wonderful time. Make sure you don't bully Nyara, and please confiscate all her Fanta from now on. She's not drinking anymore. Take care. Bye bye.
No, that's me. Twice. Okay, let me move over here. I have to pee real quick. Oh my god! All the follows. Wait, is that catching up? Oh, wait, it's catching up. Okay, should be fine. Thank you all so much for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed the talk. And go check out Chonky. We did have some topics that I think that are important. I might upload that as a standalone video as well, just another segment. Just to make it a little bit more bite-sized. But for YouTube, I will be a little bit I will be continue streaming for a little bit longer. But for YouTube, thank you all so much for watching, and go subscribe and click all the buttons, and I appreciate all of you. Bye bye.